Listen, I'm only gonna say this once. The worst thing a renter can say is,
I'm waiting until I own my home to decorate.
what? Why? Please explain this to me. That does not make any sense. I hate when they say, why would I decorate my apartment? Because you live in it? Your home is supposed to be your sanctuary. When you walk in, it's supposed to feel like a warm hug. It's where you go after a long day. It's where you build your memories. It's where you're supposed to feel safe. And it's where you're supposed to feel like you. How can you do that if you're not decorating? It is the perfect reflection of you. This is my stick. I'm going to be using this to take out my anger for the rest of the video. Your living space is important for your health, okay? Your sanity. You can still decorate even though you live in an apartment. And I'm here to help you out with that. Here are some of my favorite renter-friendly ways to decorate your apartment. Number one is my most favorite, which is invest in long-term pieces. Don't get a bunch of cheap IKEA furniture or your great Pawpaw's couch that's been passed down 5 generations. You need to invest in pieces that will last you long-term. Get quality pieces that are well-designed, fashionable, and fit you. For example, for my new space, I do plan to invest in some high-end quality pieces that I can take with me to my home once I do transition into home ownership. Please don't let renting an apartment limit your furniture choices. Number two, you probably have all heard of this, and that is peel and stick. There are so many different peel and stick options that you can put into your apartment. Peel and stick backsplash, peel and stick tile, peel and stick wallpaper. There's so many options for peel and stick. I'm just gonna go over a few here. Peel and stick wallpaper can drastically change your space. I used peel and stick wallpaper in a makeover that I did last year, and it turned out great. There's also peel and stick tiles. Look at how beautiful this tile work is. I don't know if you saw my countertop makeover video, but you have to go check it out. I used some peel and stick contact paper for the counters, and it turned out great. Etsy has a huge selection of peel and stick options. They also have a lot of realistic peel and stick backsplash options. One of the biggest things you can do to make a great impact on your space is lighting. Chandeliers and pendant lights transform a room. And I know what you might be thinking, Jolene, I think that would be against my landlord's rules to hardwire new lights in, but not necessarily. Any lights that you take down, you can always put back up right when you move. For example, I showed you guys my dining room tour. I'm very much considering putting a pendant light in that dining room. A pendant light is just gonna make the space pop, and it's really gonna transform it, and it's gonna make it look custom and high-end. If I could burn all the boob lights in the world, I would. Most rental apartments come with those ugly boob lights or some super outdated ugly pendant light. Customize it, update it, make it your own. Again, you are living in this space, so you want it to be you. Alongside pendant lighting, you also have the option of creating just different lighting moments around the house. You want to create warm, moody lighting throughout the house. So if I can get some light bulbs that have dimmers on them, maybe put a lamp in your kitchen. I love a lamp on a kitchen countertop. It just looks so homey, and it's just like a hug. It's just like a hug. You can make your place look custom by putting lights in your closet or underneath your cabinets or even in your drawers, and like automate them so that when you open your drawers, the lights come on. Little things like that, chef's kiss. I mean, that's just gonna make your apartment feel so personalized. Next is hardware. So go and replace those old knobs and put in new, shinier ones. Shinier, trendier, whatever, just put in new ones. Ones that suit you. Imagine you have this super outdated kitchen. You could put plank wood floors, which we'll talk about later. You could put a removable backsplash, maybe even contact paper for the countertops, and new hardware. Hello, you have a brand new kitchen and it looks stylish, and what's the theme of this? It looks like you. Next, you can switch out your faucet. I know, I don't have the handy skills to do that. You won't catch me trying to do that, but you know what? Go ahead and spend that extra bucks and get a TaskRabbit. Get your local handyman. Get your friend Bob, who's super handy, to do it for you. I think that's a good thing to do because it makes a huge difference. If you just do something as simple as change out the knobs in your sink, hello. Just by doing that simple switch of the faucets, you can go from American Idol tryouts to Beyonce. Okay, this is like a two-parter. I recommend painting because even though a lot of places and landlords say, we don't want you to paint, most times you can paint. Just run it by your landlord. A lot of times they'll say yes as long as you paint it back the color that it was. Now, if you can't paint, I always recommend big pieces of art. I personally want my home to look like a freaking museum. I want art displayed all over my home because it shows so much personality, it brings out creativity, and it really captivates any kind of guest that you have come in. Art will make your space feel more personalized, more elevated, and it'll be a conversation piece for your guests when they come. This one is big. I need you all to take down those ugly, you know what, Venetian blinds that are in your apartments. Do it now. There's nothing else to talk about. Just take them down and burn them, okay? You have lots of different options that you can use for curtains. Burn them. Or put them in the closet where no one at all can find them. I don't want to see them. I don't want to Where's Waldo them. Hide them, okay? No one should be able to see them. And then go ahead and get some like little regular blinds, get some nice curtains, even from IKEA, get some linen ones, get one of those tracks that you can put on the ceiling, and elevate your windows, because those Venetian blinds, that's all I'll say about that. And lastly, this is something that you don't hear a lot, but go that extra mile to add in those foundational pieces. So not just decorative pieces like peel and stick, but things that will actually change up the home structure. So for example, a portable fireplace or one of those fireplace mantles. One thing that's really big right now are wood slat panels. You can buy them on Amazon, you can buy them on Wayfair, and that is just like hanging a picture. You can just go ahead and put it up on the wall and drill into it like you would a picture frame. And when you take them out and when you move out, you just take it right down, patch the hole if you want. If not, they can do it. And then you're all set. Another structural piece are those peel and stick moldings. That is huge. It's going to add so much dimension to the space, and it's going to transform the entire look. And that's what I mean about those foundational changes. Lastly, for foundation, think about a lot of the apartments with these like hideous rugs. Yeah, you can cover it up with another rug, but one thing that you might want to look into are plaque wood floors. Now, I don't know if you've seen those wood floors you can just snap into each other, but that's actually something that's pretty handy and is also renter friendly, because as soon as you leave, you can pop it right up and you can take it with you to the next place. Because if you're renting another place, they might have the same problem, and if you are going to a house, that's something that you can also use in your forever home. I hope you saw a few things today that you would like to try, and if you did, go ahead and drop a comment below. Regardless if you have a forever home or an apartment, I want to know what you saw that interests you. Also, make sure you subscribe, like, and turn on your notifications so you can know exactly when I upload every week. Thanks again for watching. I love you all so much, and I'll see you next week.